Alright, so this video is going to be some of my tattoos. I went to a birthday party with some friends and we all got pretty shitty and started to show off tattoos and whatnot, and I got some good responses on mine of the overall theme and conception of what I got going on, the meaning behind it. It's easy to have meaning when most of your tattoos are words and languages and whatnot, so yeah. And I got some old school punk rock as the soundtrack. So, here we go. I'm going to go kind of in order a bit here. I got my first tattoo, which is the lateral band, and then a little bit after that I went and got this vertical band. The lateral band is Russian, and it says Pure Life. I got that as my first tattoo when I got back from Afghanistan, and what that signifies to me is when we were down there they had these water bottles that said Pure Life in Russian, and I just think it was really funny and ironic that they would still have those water bottles that said that even after the Russian occupation of the scorched earth policy down there in the 80s. And then crossing it vertically here, you might recognize from the XP, the beginning of Christ. That is one of the conjugations of Christ, Christus, and that it crossed it to make the actual cross, of course, and that it helps bring in the irony of my Christianity. I got this tattoo after I already lost my Christianity, but in a way it kind of signifies that. So it's kind of my holy side, but also my ironic, the irony of my holy side. And my overall theme for arms, anyways, is this being my left hand and this being the good side, and I'm right-handed. My left side is very hard to do things with. I can't play pool. Well, actually, I can play pool left-handed. I can't bowl left-handed or right left-handed. I can't bat left-handed or throw left-handed that well. So, the right arm being the evil one with the skulls and fire and vampires and such. That's the left side of it, and that's a right side. And it's easy to do stuff with my right hand, and so it's also easy to do evil, and I'll get to a little bit more fulfillment of that later. Yeah, so this is my second tattoo, just the skulls. It's also the seal of the Book of Nod, which, if you know what that is kind of the counterpart to the Bible. It's kind of the opposite of the Bible. It's written by Cain, referring to Cain and Abel, that Cain. And then the fire around it is just your classical Tibetan kind of fire look, and skulls and fire. It's pretty evil. That one actually made my mom cry. And this is right hand. It's easy to do stuff, and so that's all the evilness. As far as the Tibetan fire goes, a little bit of irony there. People regard Tibet as being or the Tibetan Buddhist monks, anyways, as being totally holy and harmonious and peaceful and all the rest, and so that's my evil fire. And then I got this angel on my back, and just show you that here. And then the Greek on the top here, and that the angel I got to signify the conviction and chasing down of being a Christian, and then also to signify, in a future sense, not sticking with real convictions that are yours. It's like we all have demons and angels that kind of chase us through what we are and our ideologies, and if you're not convinced in what you're doing, then you're going to have conviction, and if you're a Christian, you're going to feel guilty, especially if you're a Catholic or a Baptist. That's where I came from, was the Baptist side of Christianity, not Catholic though. And the Greek above it was that's actually Matthew 7:13 and 14, which is enter the narrow gate, for wide is the gate that leads to death and destruction, narrow is the gate that leads to pure life and righteousness, and few people find it. And that again goes with the whole left, right, easy to do, evil, hard to do, good stuff, and so that's the theme there. Matthew 7, 13, and 14 is kind of the one of the verses I kept from the Bible that I really like and I really follow. And the angel is kind of chasing me down, saying, like, you better stick to it, you better do the right thing. It's easy to just go to church and listen to what the preacher has to say and just do what you're told, but it's hard to actually think for yourself. Yeah, moving on. I was in Thailand for a little while, and I got this guy here. Yeah, this one, as it reads, oops, sorry, zoom. As it reads is Tam Nai Sing Ti Chue, and it's a Buddhist scripture, and it basically means do what you believe in. Roughly translated, of course. I'm not fluent in Thai by any means. Just spent about a month there. I got that one in Thailand, and again, that's on my right, my left side, and so that's my good side, my holy side. And then this is the counterpart to that tattoo, and that's actually in English. It says "Do what thou wilt," which is Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley is definitely one of my founding fathers for religion and anti-religion type stuff. So, again, this is on the right, easy to do, and this is on the left, hard to do. And then we got my foundations, which I put down on my calves. One of which is the Maltese cross with a tattered American flag in it. And again, this signifies my past as a Christian. And it also signifies my deployment with the military. A lot of people see this as an iron cross, and so they take me as some kind of white nationalist or neo-Nazi or racist or some bullshit like that. But people also see this one as a peace sign made out of skulls, which I think is great. I think it's really funny, and I like that. I didn't see that when I got it, but the first person that saw it was like, "Oh, it's a peace sign made out of skulls. Like, that's really strange." So I thought it was pretty funny. And then my other root is going to be the 7-pointed star with the little 7 in the inside there. 7 has always represented a lot of things to me as far as totality, unification. 7 colors in the rainbow. There's 7 notes in the Western music scale. There's 7 basic core directions of emotion, and so forth and so on. So 7's a big part of what I'm into. That one takes a little bit more time to explain than 10 minutes. So, and my newest tattoo, which is the only thing below the elbow, is this guy here. Now, for those of you who are a bit worldly, you can tell that that's Hebrew. But it's only the bottom word that's Hebrew, and it's Hebrew for not Hebrew. And then the top word is actually just a bunch of jumbled letters smashed together to form not Hebrew in English. So I don't know if you can really read that also well, but it says not Hebrew, so not Hebrew. And to me, this one's a big joke. Hebrew, not Hebrew, English, Hebrew, it's a joke. I think it's very funny. Most people don't think it's that funny, but it's not a tattoo that they have, it's a tattoo that I have. So, and that's kind of my thing. As far as my roots, my Maltese cross, the American flag, is again on the left side. Something I kind of came from, and the typical holy side of things. And then my 7-pointed star is on my right. I'll strike that, reverse it. So yeah, that's my overall theme. Like it's easy to go with the right hand. Keep getting reversed here. It's easy to go with the right hand, and it's pretty hard to go with to the left hand. And so that is about it.